Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. That's right. Today we're going to get through at least 2 or 3 stories that I think will be an awful lot of fun. We have a lot of great people that are in the chat waiting for me to get to these. So without any further delay, here we go. First and foremost, director Olivia Wilde praises Harry Styles for playing a role to allow for a woman to hold the spotlight, a supporting role, that is. Now, this story is interesting because, she is actually a show creator at this point, a director, producer, whatever term you want to use, on this particular project. And she took to Instagram on Monday to praise Harry Styles' work in her current directorial effort, Don't Worry, Darling. And Wilde has been very vocal about creating a level playing field on her set as part of a no a-holes policy, right? Most male actors don't want to play supporting roles in female-led films. I don't know that it really matters. You are hired for a role, you play the role. There could have been anybody. Harry Styles just happened to be the person that got cast for that role. So I'm not really sure where this was going, but she seemed to think it was very important to talk about it. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, we'll move right along because this story is what it is. This is an important thing, and we're going to have a couple different stories on this next one. There are 3 reasons why Google is splash in cloud gaming. Well, I think each and every one of us already knows those 3 reasons. VIP Plus, which is part of Variety, the Variety Intelligence platform is what that stands for. This is the private side or the subscription side of the Variety website. Anyway, they give us a bunch of reasons we already knew as gamers going into this, right? So as we go, Google's decision earlier this month to close Stadia Games and Entertainment, the in-house studio developing first-party games that would have been exclusive to the Stadia cloud gaming service, represents a massive revision to the company's focus for Stadia. No kidding. This is Google Glass all over again, guys. Citing the exponential costs that come with developing high-quality games, closing the studio should enable Google to better focus on fine-tuning Stadia's tech as it streams more third-party games. Now, again, the third parties are already ported over to Stadia. All they're doing is trying to bolster their tech to deliver a frame lossless video game service, right? Which is going to be impossible unless you have high-end equipment on high-end internet. I mean, you need gigabit speeds in order to make this thing be functional for most, especially when you're playing in a team shooter or something like that where milliseconds count. But there are 3 key factors that Google must understand in order to sharpen Stadia's strategy. One is obviously the promise of first-party games doesn't automatically add value, which means the stuff that you're developing isn't going to make things better. You need to just offer what other people have. We also have lifetime goals for sales, which they didn't even get close to. PlayStation 4 was 114 million, Nintendo was 79.9 million, Xbox 48.7 million. The Stadia didn't even come close. They are competing against these large consoles and, of course, the new generation of these large consoles, thinking that they were getting in right in front of that next generation. It didn't work out for them. So, again, Google's streaming-only approach ignored gamer preference. Gamer preference, absolutely. This is the thing where we were just talking about what you want to play, when you want to play it, and how you want to play it. And Stadia doesn't offer it the way that any gamers would like. Anyway, so the competitor right now for anybody out there, including Google Stadia, was PlayStation. So again, this comes with everything else that's out there as far as subscription gaming services. These are the 3 that exist, although they're not counting PlayStation Plus, which I don't understand why, because you get free games through that too, 1 or 2 a month. But anyway, we're talking about xCloud and everything else that came with Xbox. Of course, there's NVIDIA's platform. There are many reasons that this thing is super sucking, but the reason that this is important is because this thing could close down. And if you've already spent money on it, if Google Stadia fails, will I lose my games? And should we start asking ownership more of these types of questions? Of course you should. Cloud-based gaming is a fickle fellow. And there's a lot of people that are trying to get into this space to play, thinking that this is kind of the next version of video streaming. I don't see how it is. Hardware-dependent stuff is hardware dependent for a reason. If you're going to play like kooky little like farm town games and stuff like that, maybe that'll work, maybe not. But anyway, we'll have to see. Like I said, I think Stadia is the latest Google Glass, but that's just my opinion. Now we're about to wrap up, so I wanted to do this really fast. The ratings are out for Sunday. These are preliminary ratings. I was hoping to have the final ratings because usually by now I have them. We can see that Batwoman is a complete disaster. Still, these are the ratings, guys. They haven't changed week to week. They've actually fallen. They've gone down 0.1. This is the worst performing show on the planet. CW is terrible on Sundays. The Equalizer had a massive fall off by a loss of audience of 2/3, which could be expected. The previous week, they had a huge lead in. It actually seems to have done very well, that night, but 60 Minutes still cleaned its clock, same network, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you so much for joining the 6 Minute Daily. I truly appreciate it. Be sure to check out the Tuesday tirade here in just about 3 hours. Other than that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.